Good evening, it's Kieran here from the Golden Oldies Breakfast Show on the brand new Golden Oldies Radio podcast. Thank you for joining me this evening for this brand new podcast channel, of course, on YouTube. If you want more podcasts like this, just go down and press that big red button to subscribe to my channel. I'll be bringing new podcasts out every single week on a Friday at 6 p.m. So if you want to hear more of them and get notifications every time I post one, go down below this video, smash that subscribe button, and if you want to see more like this, also smash that like button, and let's see how many likes we can get on this video. Thank you for joining me this evening anyway. It's a very special podcast, this one. It's all about the Apple launch event from Wednesday, just gone. In the podcast, we're going to be telling you all about the latest releases from Apple, which is going to include new phones and a new watch, of course. We're going to tell you all the tech specs about the particular items, and we're going to tell you the release dates, we're going to tell you the pre-order dates, we're going to tell you how much they're going to cost you, and we're going to tell you what size memory the actual devices are available in. But without further ado, we're going to get straight into the actual podcast, and we're going to get into telling you all about these brand new, exciting, and amazing products, guys, because that's only, there's plenty of words I can use to describe them, but amazing is definitely the first one that sprung to mind. So let's get into the podcast, and let's tell you a little bit more about the absolutely fantastic devices that Apple have just launched on Wednesday the 12th of September. So, of course, the first thing we're going to be talking about today in this podcast is all about the brand new Apple Watch that they're releasing, which is going to be called the Series 4. So that's the Apple Watch Series 4, guys. This is going to be available for pre-order from the 14th of September, which is Friday, being today. And also it's available, which will be then shipping from the following week on the 21st of September. And first of all, we're just going to give it a quick mention that over a year, Apple usually receive around 500 million visitors to their stores across the world. And not just that, but they've nearly sold 2 billion iOS devices. That is phenomenal. That's across the whole range, of course. 2 billion iOS devices. They've nearly hit that milestone. And it's such a huge milestone to hit, guys. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to get into it. The brand new Apple Watch Series 4, by the way, has got a bigger screen. It's got a brand new all-designed screen, and it is 30% larger than the previous, with a 44mm screen, guys. It's got new watch faces which can be customized with photos, apps, and clock. So you can add your contacts onto the watch face now. You can add photos and apps onto the watch face as well. Or you can have different clocks from around the world on one watch face as well from now on. Also, what they're doing with the brand new Apple Watch is they're having a breathe exercise watch face, which means the watch face will remain, and the previous feature with the breathing exercises will now be done as the background for a particular watch face. But not to mention, there's plenty of other features that are actually going on there as well. The crown on the side has been completely redesigned. It's now got haptic feedback as well, by the way, so that every time you turn it, you can feel the real-time clicking as you go through it. So it gives you that sense that you're actually turning it with the haptic feedback. Also, it's got a redesigned speaker, which is 50% louder than the previous models. So when you're listening to your music or taking a phone call, the speaker actually sounds really good. Also, the mic has actually been moved over to the opposite side of the speaker now, just underneath the haptic crown, of course. That's to stop the feedback and the echoing when you're taking phone calls. And the back of the watch is actually being completely redesigned, and it's made of black ceramic now as well. So it's actually made of black ceramic on the back, which is the bit that takes your heart rate and all that. Not only that, though, they've included a brand new faster S4 chip inside, which means everything about the watch's technology is much, much, much faster than the previous models. And so, guys, we've got plenty more to be talking about this. It's got a brand new 64-bit dual-core processor, which is 2 times faster than previous models. It's got a brand new accelerometer and gyroscope installed. And the good thing about the gyroscope and that is it's amazing because there's a brand new feature called fall detection. Your watch can now actually detect when you fell over. So, for example, if you're in trouble and you fell over, if your watch is inactive for 60 seconds, it'll automatically call the emergency services for you. And it also gives you the option to within the first 60 seconds. But 1 minute after inactivity, it will automatically call the emergency services if it detects that you fell over, of course. And there's plenty of more features, of course, guys, including the new, previously it's detected whether your heart rate was too high. Well, this new S4 Series 4 model, of course, detects if your heart rate is too low or if there's an irregular heart rate. Because it's constantly measuring your heart rate in the background, even if you don't ask it to. So it'll detect whether your heart rate is irregular. Not only that, but you can now take, and this is a really good feature, guys, you can now take an ECG straight from your wrist. That is how good this brand new watch is, guys. You literally launch the ECG app, place your finger on the side of the crown for 30 seconds, and it will take a highly accurate ECG there and then. It also sends a PDF document of the results over to your iOS devices, so your tablet, your iMac, your MacBook, your phone. It'll send it to all of them so you can share the results with your doctor. They are extremely accurate ECG readings as well, by the way. They're all FDA approved and regulated, which is absolutely amazing. And not only that, but also the battery life has been, all this new technology hasn't affected the battery life. It's still an 18-hour all-day battery life, the same as the previous model. And not only that, but this watch is being completely designed and will be completely manufactured in an eco-friendly way. Because as we all know, Apple is now run on 100% renewable energy. Literally the whole company is run. Every single branch, campus, building, server, manufacturing machine, robot, it's all run on 100% renewable energy. Which is absolutely amazing because the company is thinking of the future world for the younger generation, of course. Also, the watch is going to be available in the colours silver, gold and space grey, and all bands for this model, all previous bands that you've bought for your previous Apple Watches will be compatible with this model as well. So you don't have to go out and buy brand new bands because they'll all fit. Not to mention the price for the non-cellular Series 4 starts at £399, and the price for the cellular Series 4 starts from £499. Like I say, they're available for pre-order from today, the 14th of September, and they'll be shipping from next week on Friday, which is the 21st of September. There's plenty more features that we can be talking about at the moment, but I'm just going to be covering the main points about each of the new devices. All the information is available on the Apple website, which is apple.com/UK. Things that we haven't mentioned up to now include things like like I mentioned before, there's the SOS feature for the fall detection, but there's also an automatic workout detection on this model as well. And there's also been new yoga and hiking workout features added, so that the watch will automatically detect when you start a workout. Not to mention all the other features, of course, which are there's a new head-to-head competition, so activity sharing with friends, personalised coaching. You get monthly challenges, you can complete your rings still every day. They're the same as previous models. You've also still got the freedom of cellular with the new walkie-talkie feature, phone calls and messages. You can also stream your Apple Music on Apple Podcasts straight from your wrist, of course. And it is available in the Watch Series 4 normal model. It's also available in the Nike Plus model, the Hermes model, and like I say, also the Apple Watch Series 3 is still shipping as well if you'd like to buy that one, which is the previous model. So they're the main features of the Apple Watch Series 4, brand new to Apple from the 21st of September is the shipping date. But like I say, you can pre-order from today, starting from just $399 for the non-cellular and $499 for the cellular. So we'll move on to the next device now, which is going to be the brand new Apple iPhones here on the Golden Oldies podcast for the Apple launch event. Okay, and the next product we're going to be talking about in the podcast today, guys, is actually the iPhone XS, it's going to be called. It's the new model called the iPhone XS, and we've also got the other one called the XS Max. Now, just to let you know, the previous one, the iPhone X, which was released last year, was the #1 selling smartphone in the world when it was released, by the way. #1 selling smartphone. And it had a 98% customer satisfaction, which Apple are extremely proud about, by the way. Anyway, onto the new phone, which is the iPhone XS, of course. It's spelled XS, but pronounced XS. It's completely made from stainless steel. It's in a complete, brand new durable glass enclosure. It's also got the new front and back, like the glass has been improved, so it's more durable as well. It's available in gold, silver, and space grey, and it's waterproof up to 2 meters for 30 minutes in many different liquids. I believe it was tested in wine, it was tested in chlorine water, salt water, it was tested in beer, it was tested in all of them, of course. But it's got a brand new Super Retina display, which for the XS is 5.8 inches. So the screen on the XS is 5.8 inches measured diagonally, and it's got some amazing brand new features. I mean, the Super Retina it's literally huge. The custom OLED display on the iPhone XS delivers the most accurate colour in the industry, and the HDR and true blacks. And the iPhone XS Max has the largest display ever seen for an iPhone, by the way. It's 6.5 inches diagonal length. It is phenomenal, the size. Also, we've got for the iPhone this morning, the XS Max is actually the same as the 8 Plus, the same size. The phone itself is the same size, but the screen's bigger because it's an edge-to-edge screen. And for the XS, the phone is actually smaller, but it's got the same size screen as the 8 Plus. So the XS is smaller than the 8 Plus, but it's got the same size screen, if you get what I mean. And also, for these new models, it's got exceptional materials, guys. I mean, the most durable glass ever in a smartphone with the beautiful gold finish, of course. It's been achieved with an atomic level process, precision machined, and surgical grade stainless steel bands, and the brand new level water and dust resistance. So it's got even better water and dust resistance to the last models that were released. So that is that, and it's also got advanced Face ID. So they've improved the Face ID, which is faster this time. But just to say, the security is simple when it's just your face as your password. You can now unlock your iPhone, log into apps, and pay for things with just a glance at your phone. And it's the most secure facial authentication ever done in a smartphone. And it's even faster than the previous iPhone X model, or 10 should I say. You can't actually view the notifications until you've unlocked it with the Face ID. That's when the notifications will appear on the screen. The XS and the XS Max has now got a brand new intelligent A12 Bionic chip, which is the smartest and most powerful chip ever seen in a smartphone. It's got the next generation neural engine, which is amazing for augmented reality experiences. Also, it's got incredible portraits, and you can now use depth control on your photos. And the speed and fluidity in everything is much faster as well. So they're just a couple of the features of the brand new iPhone XS. It is actually, the graphics performance is 50% faster. The performance cores are 15% faster. The power usage is 50% lower, so it uses less power than the previous models. It's got a brand new 8-core neural engine. It's got enhanced image signal processors, and it's got advanced performance controllers in it as well. Some of the photos that have been taken on the iPhone XS are just absolutely phenomenal, guys. It's got a brand new breakthrough dual camera system with the world's most popular camera in this actual phone. It's defining a new era of photography, and it's got an innovative sensor which works with the ISP and neural engine to help create photos like never before. It's also got brand new features, including the Smart HDR, which is the secondary frames and faster sensor, and the powerful A12 Bionic chip brings more highlight and shadow details to the photos. It's also got plenty more features, such as the dual 12 megapixel camera on the XS Max. It's got 2 times faster for HDR Smart. It's got a 4K video with up to 60 frames per second. And also, the iPhone XS delivers 4G LTE for advanced super-fast download speeds. And the highest storage is now 512 gigabytes, which is just short of half a terabyte. And it's all on a phone. I mean, half a terabyte of storage on a phone is unreal, guys. So that's for the XS and the XS Max there. Like I say, the XS and the XS Max are available in those colours, of course, guys, which were gold, silver, and also the space grey. It's got a new wider stereo sound on it, so the speakers are now much better as well. Like I was saying, it's got on the XS, it's 30% minute longer battery, and on the XS Max, an hour and a half longer battery. It's now got brand new dual SUL capabilities, which means you can have 2 SIM cards, one physical, one eSIM. So you can have 2 different numbers if you've got one for work and one for home. And like I mentioned, Apple is running 100% renewable energy. The XS Max is starting from £1,099, and the XS is starting from £999. They're just some of the features of the XS and the XS Max there. Like I say, more are available over on the Apple website, apple.com/UK. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below if you want to hear more podcasts like this. Also, smash the like button if you want to hear more like this as well. And don't forget, if you want more features or if you want to suggest any new podcasts for next week or the week after, just leave your comments below and let me know what topics you want me to talk about. And I will put a podcast together for you and launch it next Friday on 6 p.m. But the next model we're going to be talking about is the iPhone XR, which is the slightly cheaper model to the XS and the XS Max. That is next. And like I say, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and leave your comments below. The next model is the XR. Okay, and finally, the last model we are talking about this morning is the new iPhone XR, of course. Brilliant in every way, as it always is. All the models released this year are absolutely fantastic, and if I didn't already mention it, they are all edge-to-edge screens as well. So they are all similar to the iPhone X, which was released last year with no home button because it's just edge-to-edge screen. So the all-new Liquid Retina display on the XR, of course, is an advanced LCD in the industry. It's even faster Face ID as opposed to the previous models as well. It's got the most powerful chip in a smartphone and a breakthrough camera system. The XR is beautiful in literally every single way. Now this one's ready for pre-order a little bit later than the other models. The 19th of October, the pre-order launches for the XR, and again it'll be available from the 26th of October for shipping and also pickup. So slightly later dates as opposed to the other models that we've spoken about this morning so far. So it's got this new thing called Liquid Retina display as well, and which basically means it's a new display on the XR. It's the most advanced LCD in the entire industry of smartphones, and it's got an innovative backlight design which allows the screen to stretch into the corners so you can see true life colour from a beautiful edge-to-edge technology screen there. So that's the brand new Retina LCD liquid display, of course. It's also got brand new features as well, the same as the iPhone X from last year. It's got the tap to wake, it's got the wide color, it's got true tone, and this is all packed into a 6.1 inch screen display, of course. Like I say, edge-to-edge technology, so it's just all screen, 6.1 inches. As opposed to the size of the iPhone 8 Plus, it's just ever so slightly smaller, but the screen is bigger. So the iPhone XR is slightly smaller than the iPhone 8 Plus, but the screen on the XR is bigger because it's edge-to-edge technology. It's got exceptional materials as well. It's got, as the same as the XS and the XS Max, it's got exceptional durable front and rear glass. It's the best and most durable glass they've ever created on a phone. It's got aerospace grade aluminium bands. It's water and dust resistance even better than the previous models. And it's got 6 stunning new finishes, including white colour, black colour, blue, yellow, coral, and also the product red. So it's available in 6 different colours. Like when we went back to the iPhone 5C, of course, that was available in many colours. But this one is white, black, blue, yellow, coral, and red. As opposed to the other 2 models as well, the XS and the XS Max, it's got even faster Face ID. Its security is so great. It's the best face authentication system in any smartphone across the world. And it's really, really fast as well. It's literally just a glance at your phone and it's unlocked. As the same as the previous XS and the XS Max, it's got a brand new Intelligence A12 Bionic chip. This model hasn't actually got the 3D touch, but it has got haptic feedback as well, so you can actually feel the feedback like the trackpad on the MacBook and all that. So there's no 3D touch on the XR, but it has got haptic feedback. Also, it's got the same A12 chip like I was saying, so the graphics are 50% faster. The performance is 15% faster. It uses 50% lower usage. It's got an 8-core neural engine. Image signal processor has been enhanced, and it's also got an advanced performance controller. Some of the photos are stunning as well. It's got the best camera in photography, and it's in a phone, of course. Absolutely amazing. The 10R has only got a single camera in it, so it's single camera technology. It's 12 megapixel rear camera and 7 megapixel front camera, of course. 4K 1080p HD video playback, and there is literally no other phone like it on the market at the moment. It's the best in its kind. They always do their best to bring out a good phone, whereas Samsung and other models actually rush into getting the latest phones out, like they've announced foldable phones for Samsung. They rush into them, they get things wrong, the phones end up being pulled from production, and it just caused a huge mess last time. But with Apple, they absolutely research, they develop a good phone, they put good software into it, and they make sure that it's top quality before it hits the shelves. They would rather delay production from a product than rush it out and have it imperfect, because delaying production and getting the perfect phone gives the highest possible customer satisfaction. I mean, we said before, the iPhone 10 from 2017 had 98% customer satisfaction, just 2% off full, basically. So we've been speaking about all the models this morning, including the new Watch Series 4, the 10S and the 10S Max, and then the 10R. All brand new, completely edge-to-edge technology phones. Every phone this year was edge-to-edge, of course. Now, the 10R is actually going to start retailing at £749. All the models we spoke about today will be available on iOS 12, which is released on the 17th of September. So that's later this month, in a couple of days, of course. They're going to be available in all different sizes as well. The 10R has got an hour and a half extra battery life. It's got the new depth control on photos, the 12 megapixel wide angle camera, of course. And like I say, all this for just $749, starting from that price, of course, in the brand new all glass enclosure. So we've been speaking about all the brand new models this morning. Like I say, Apple's nearly sold 2 billion iOS devices. So let's help them sell the 2 billion, and let's go out and buy these new phones when they're ready, of course. Pre-order for the 10S and the 10S Max are available from today, which is Friday, of course. And they're available for shipping and collection from the 21st of September. And also the brand new 10R is going to be available for pre-order from the 19th of October, and it will be shipping and collecting from the 26th of October, of course. So if you like what you're hearing today, don't forget to subscribe to this video and also like it. If you've got any future references or future topics you want to talk about, leave the comments below and we will be considering them, and we will be posting brand new podcasts every Friday from 6 p.m. Don't forget, if you like what you hear today, just hit that subscribe button below for more future podcasts. And also, don't forget to smash that like button if you liked what you heard as well. For future topic suggestions, please leave your comments below. All the information will be available in the description as well, with the links to the website, all our social media links, including Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. You'll also be able to head over to our website, where you'll be able to keep up to date on all the latest news as well. But thank you very much for listening today. The next podcast will be next Friday on the 21st of September with a brand new topic, but keep your eye out on social media to see what the topic's going to be. My name's Kieran, I'm the host of the Golden Oldies Breakfast Show, live every weekday from 6 a.m, but don't forget, we have a weekly podcast right here on YouTube as well, every Friday at 6 p.m. Thank you very much, and until next time, goodbye.